the great awakening. Hi, my name is Giles Bryant and welcome to my brand new radio show called Awakening. Well, I'd just like to tell you a little bit about myself as we get to know each other on this wonderful new radio show. So, my name is Giles and I am 45 years young. I'm a yoga teacher by profession, a songwriter and music producer, and I run an organisation called the World Healing Project, and we promote wellbeing initiatives locally and globally, which involves getting people involved in yoga, meditation, healing music, building peace circles and good nutrition. And we like to talk about what we do, and it's wonderful to be given a voice on this new radio station. So you're really welcome along. And the so one of the things that I have been doing recently is working on a new album. In actual fact, I released it on my birthday on the 4th of July, and we just had a launch concert on Glastonbury Tour just a couple of days ago. And it's called The Great Awakening. And one of the guys, Hugh, founder of this radio station, came to my birthday party with an old friend of mine, John Bradley. Lovely to meet Hugh. Fantastic guy, great inspiration and vision. And he got my album, The Great Awakening, and he contacted me soon afterwards and he said, Giles, we should really do a show called Awakening on the radio station, on the Kinda radio station that's going out, and I'd love you to get involved, talk a little bit about some things that you focus on to help bring kindness into the world, to help bring the awakening within your own lives and other people. Maybe play a few clips of your music as well. And I thought, wow, what a great thing to do. That would be amazing. And so I'm recording here, broadcasting from the Perpetual Studios in Clare. I've got a recording studio converted my garage, which leads on to our beautiful courtyard out here in Clare, which is in Suffolk, Essex borderland. Most beautiful part of the world, lovely place to be, and it's a lovely place to be creative, and that's what I've been doing with my recent project called The Great Awakening. So just tell you maybe a little bit about why I've called an album that. I mean, what is that? What is The Great Awakening? And maybe some of the lyrics from the song you just heard a little clip of there might help you. So the song goes like this. It goes, locked in our homes for doing nothing wrong. This is the first time in history they've quarantined the healthy. Obviously referring to, the situation that we've just gone through recently. We're still going through COVID. And then the next bit goes, I thought it was in 2012 when the world was going to change. Hey, anyone remember that? The Mayan prophecies and the New Age and this transformation and it being built up. I remember in the 90s thinking 2012 seemed a long time away, and wow, that's gone past now, right? 2020. I thought it was in 2012 when the world was going to change. When I danced with Ike in the 90s, my reality was rearranged. And that would have been in the late 90s when I went on a 4-day workshop with David Icke in Avebury, the largest stone circle that there is, one of the oldest stone circles in Britain. What an amazing place that is in Avebury, really a place of the Great Awakening. And I met David there with a group. There's probably about 18, 20 of us. And we were dancing in the crop circles and in sacred ceremony and transformational processes with David Icke. And what a guy he is, what a brave man he is to express his truth as he sees it through his now 30 years of research. Well, when I met him, he was about 7 years into that research. He'd uncovered a lot, but certainly he's gone a lot deeper into it. Crop circles, perpetual choirs, ley lines, plant-based food, Kriya yoga at the Great Awakening. So that was some of the lyrics from the title track from the new album. So let's just explore some of those things for the context of where we are now, because a friend of mine showed me this image, and it said, in the future we won't look back on this as this pandemic, or as some people say, this plandemic, scamdemic. We will look upon it as the time of the Great Awakening. And I believe that's true as well. And so several people have told me that this whole 2012 thing, it's not necessarily just like this one time, this one date, but that we are now in the times of the Great Awakening. And if you look around you, you can see it, right? I mean, if you look around you, you can see transformation taking place. Now, you can also see challenges. We can also see great difficulties and struggle. And in my work as a yoga teacher, running events, working with clients individually in a therapeutic setting, I've seen a lot of suffering and a lot of pain. And this is really a message that I'd like to share out to you. This is just it's going to be the first single of the album, The Great Awakening. I think it's quite apt with what's going on now. It's called Hold On.
I know life can sometimes be tough, but within you have strength. So brother, sister, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Inside you, you are light, all peace, all
Well, Hold On There by myself, Giles Bryant and friends, and we've got some wonderful people who have joined us for the album. On that song, you've got the beautiful violin playing of Stephanie Lund. Stephanie is someone I've worked with recently on our Peace on Your Plate project, and you're going to hear a lot more about the Peace on Your Plate project as in the coming shows that we're going to do. And we're also going to interview some of the other people who are part of the Peace on Your Plate collective, and really look forward to that. So we've got my wife Juliet Bryant singing vocals on it. Juliet we're going to also interview for the next week's show. Juliet is a nutrition expert and healer and a wonderful woman, a very kind, knowledgeable, loving person. She's a great singer too. And we've got Tom Bryant, my brother, youngest brother Tom, Tommy boy. He's playing some wonderful 12-string, you might have heard it in there, and some guitar parts. And it also features Gina, who is one of my most accomplished yoga students. Gina's a fantastic person. She's a beautiful person, a beautiful singer, very kind-hearted person. Gina doing some great vocals as well. And then I'm doing everything else on that one and bringing it all together here in the Perpetual Studios, putting some positive music out there for you.
At the great
So I'd like to tell you what I've been up to today. Really pleased to announce the return of my in-person community yoga classes here in Clare in Suffolk. It's something that I've been doing for many, many years now. What's community yoga, you say? Well, it's yoga that's gentle, fun, and for everyone. And it works on a pay-what-you-can basis. That means if you have the ability to give a donation, that's wonderful. We really welcome you along. If you don't have any money, but you'd like to come and be part of it, then you're welcome too. And we've previously been running community yoga in many locations, but in Essex, in Black Notley for many years. In the class there has been going 15 years. In Clare, I think about 4 years we've been doing the class here in Clare now. And it's a wonderful thing. We're in a circle and mats have been provided, though in the times that we're living in now, people have to bring their own mats. We can't provide people with mats. COVID rules and regulations. So we currently can't hire any venues. Government won't allow us to do that, but we can practice with under government guidelines and the insurance, my insurance to practice in the park, in Clare Country Park. Now for me, part of the awakening is really that reconnection with nature. It is getting outside. It is foraging for some food. I mean, I've eaten blackberries in my smoothie this morning. Oh, wow. Just in our garden here, we've trained a bramble to grow really effectively in a place we can just pick them from. It's to maybe grow some food, even if it's herbs on a window ledge, if that's what you can do, or you're sprouting some mung beans or something. Really to get engaged, go for a walk new pathways, appreciate what is there, see the beauty of nature that is all around you, and embrace that, and really connect to that. Because one of the things that we looked at in the Great Awakening is that we are Earth. Just give you a little bit of a clip from one of the new songs from the new album, We Are Earth.
We are
So it's one of the things that I've seen in indigenous cultures all around the world is that people have an appreciation, the ancient ones have an appreciation of that we are part of the earth, that we're not separate, that we are actually one with the earth, and so much healing and joy and awakening comes from that, because when you can anchor yourself, ground yourself, be present, feel that connection with the earth, feel safe, feel at ease and at peace, then we are able to connect to the energy through the spine and lift our consciousness to the divine, to the love, to the peace, to the healing that we are. And this really is the essence of yoga, and this is what we've been doing today with the community yoga. So we had 4 people come today, and we were by the beacon. It's every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. By the beacon, by the car park there in Clare Castle Country Park. Anyone fancies joining us, bring a blanket or a mat and do come and see us. And it's so important. What were we doing? Well, we started with some relaxation, and I had some bells, a little bit like this here. Now, obviously, if you're driving listening to this, I don't want you to close your eyes or anything, but maybe just that little relaxation, just to feel your shoulders relaxing. Try and keep the spine straight, but relaxed. Feel your hands relaxing. Feel calm. Breathe. Remember your breath. The yogi said it's our oldest friend. Breathe. Breathing's so important. I'm going to play you a little bit of a song from our Buddha of the Back Garden. It's all about the breath. Have a listen.
We're breathing in good vibes. We're breathing in good vibes. We're breathing in sunshine and a positive mind. We're breathing in good vibes. We're breathing in good vibes. We're breathing in sunshine and a positive mind. We're breathing in. And let it be. We're breathing in sunshine and a positive mind. We're breathing in good vibes. We're breathing in good vibes. We're breathing in sunshine and a positive mind. We're breathing in and letting go. You are, that we all are part of God. Sunshine, good vibes, sunshine.
Well, that is Breathe, and that's from my previous album called The Buddha of the Back Garden. Someone said to me that I was, they made me a bard. I was made the bard of the Earth Star Grove, which is the sacred site that encompasses London. And it was a great honour and great love going out to Chris Street, the founder of the Earth Stars, the geometric alignment of London's sacred sites. But I thought to myself, I don't live in London now, and I said to my wife, I don't really feel like a bard of the Earth Star Grove, I feel like, if anything, I'm just a bard of my back garden. But when I kept saying it, it just came out to Buddha the back garden. Because I've got a Buddha in my back garden. And it's a Japanese Buddha, it's the big fat Buddha with a smiling face, So the song goes, I got a Buddha in my back garden, got a smile upon his face. Like a Buddha in my back garden, I got a smile upon my face. I think that's one of the keys to healing. It's a smile. Yogananda said, be a smile millionaire. It's to feel that smile within, that inner smile. And just to find that joy. Things that bring that smile to us, things that bring us that laughter. What a powerful medicine that is. And that came out of the Breathe, was being a real popular live song. We made a great video to it. You can see on YouTube. Breathe in, it's a big part of it. So we did some of that. We did some movement at the yoga session today. We maybe did about 40 minutes of some stretches. And it was gentle. There was elderly people amongst the four. I mean, there were no spring chickens amongst any of them. Though yoga's good for children, and it's good for if people are pregnant, you have to be careful what you're doing. If you're old, if you're an athlete, whoever you are, it's good for you. Now, in the medium of radio, it's not a good way to teach people physical movements, but I would say this. If you can learn some basic stretches and practice something every day, something that feels good to you, okay? Something that feels at a good level for your body, and you can do a little bit of movement every day. Very good for you, particularly if maybe once a week, a few times a week, you can do maybe a more intensive stretching session. That would be up to an hour or possibly longer of yoga stretches. And it's a fantastic way to help maintain health, physical health, to help bring peace to the mind. And ultimately, yoga means to awaken. So appropriate that I'm talking about it on this this radio show on this show Awakening. That yoga is this awakening of soul consciousness, who we truly are. And that's where kindness comes from. It's from recognizing that we are all one. I'm in you and you're in me. There is unity consciousness. We have an illusion of duality. We have an illusion that says, I'm white, I'm black, I'm Jewish, I'm Christian, whatever it might be. I voted Remain, I voted to leave, I'm, anti-vax, I'm into vax. Whatever it is, I don't like Trump, I like Trump. I like Man United, I like Man City. There's an old trick that has been pulled on us time and time again. It's called divide and rule. So let's put out a call for unity. Let's put out a call for connection. Let's put out a call for love and healing. And that's certainly something that we focus on in our yoga practice. We try and focus on in our lives, in every aspect of our life. Learning about that, learning about developing that inner space of kindness. And there's many ways that we can do it. And there's one way that we can do, if you're driving in your car, if you're listening, wherever you're listening to this, right? You should focus in your heart, in the middle of your chest. You think about the people you love, okay? Whether they're still with us or have gone on their journeys, or they're no longer on the earth. And then you feel the love, and then send out the love, all the people you love, okay? You feel the love from other people, you send out the love. And then let's focus on something you're grateful for. Friends listening out there, what are you feeling grateful for in this moment? Yeah, hold to that. Expand it. Expand that gratitude. Expand that heart feeling. And let's send that out. Let's feel it within. We can do it with a simple sound. May that love and kindness reach out all around us. everywhere. May it bring peace and harmony and healing everywhere. And that's why our tour of The Great Awakening, when you make an album, this is the 8th album of my own songs that I've released. And I've recorded for lots of other people and various projects over the years. Particularly we're excited because we've got our new single for Peace on Your Plate coming out. But the reason that we're going to do this, when you make an album, you want to go on tour, right? You're a musician, you want to play. But we can't, because at the moment, the COVID restrictions say that we can't go in any venues. But one thing we can do is we can go to the sacred sites. And we can sing to the earth. Sing to the Mother Earth. Sing to the Great Spirit. And to shine out that. And I'd really encourage you guys out there to get involved in singing. Even if it's singing in your home or your garden. Or however you're doing it. You join a choir, or at the moment it might be an online choir or something. Or I don't know, just sing along to things. Music. Have joy with it. Have fun with it. Don't worry about what other people think. Right? You might be just in your car driving. Just let your voice out. It's a very powerful healing. Your voice is such a powerful healing instrument. So I really encourage that. And if you want some songs to sing, then you can go to gilesbryant.com and have a look at some of the albums I've made over the years. And check out the music that's out there online. And I hope you enjoy it.
At the great
Well, I've had a great time putting this session together, listening to some of those songs and talking about really positive things. And I hope you have enjoyed that too. I just want to leave you with, I've started to write a book called 52 Ways to Change Your Life and Help Transform the World. And it's going to be something you can do each week. Okay? Maybe something, a little thing that you can add in each week. So I just want to leave you with 5 things, maybe recapping on some of the things that we talked about. These are 5 things going to be in the book. So number 1, we're going to say breathe. Okay, like in the song, I'm breathing in good vibes. And as you breathe, focus on that. Yeah, and on the out breath, relaxing. So practice some breath work, okay? Number 2, I want you to get connected to nature. All right, it might be going for a walk. I'm looking forward to walking in Wiltshire on the weekend. Some of my old friends, the 4 Pillars, we're going to be walking to Avebury and around the ancient Ridgeway. Really looking forward to that. So however you can connect to nature, it might be you go and pick some blackberries. It might be that you get some herbs going on your windowsill or whatever it might be, guys. Just connect to the earth energy, okay? So that's going to be my number 2. My number 3 is going to be move that body, okay? Move that body. My number 4 is going to be sing. I want you guys singing. And number 5, let's be kind.
and the great